Good morning, Facebook. Hello, Facebook. Am I live? Hello, hello. It looks like I'm live now. Good morning, everybody. September 14th, Tuesday, September 14th. It's about 8:45. I have a couple minutes to get on and do my live here before my next phone call. It's Tuesday morning, which means it's my day in the office where I'm coaching some of our clients, our other restaurant owners, get on the phone with them and help them with their business. That's what Tuesday's all about. Did the notification go out, Jane, that I'm live? Okay, you got yours. You're on. I didn't get my notification yet. So. Okay. All right. So, Facebook's sending out very late notifications lately. Make sure that if you go to our page, you hit the three buttons and you hit the follow, and you can see our get a notification when we go live. So it is Oktoberfest. Oktoberfest is starting the 18th is the official Oktoberfest dates. Oktoberfest in Munich was canceled again this year. 2021 Oktoberfest in Munich canceled. It's a massive event in Germany that they've been doing for probably centuries. I don't know how long ago Oktoberfest was celebrated, but it was celebrated by one of the kings there. So as I'm getting ready to cost out and do our Oktoberfest menu, our pork spätzle, our pork schnitzel, sauerkraut, and all that kind of stuff. I was buying some other pork this week for a wedding. The pork that we buy has doubled in price in the last 4 or 5 months. It is insane, doubled in price. I think the boneless pork loin has probably even gone more than doubled. The natural brand that we buy. I was totally shocked when I went to order that last night for Oktoberfest. So I'm a little bit bummed out about that because obviously I can't charge double the price for schnitzel this year, but my cost is double. So it's pretty crazy. So I don't know what we're going to do. We'll do something. We'll figure something out. But the price, of course, will have to go up because, it's one of those things that we can't lose money on this. And the cost is the cost, unfortunately. So that is one of the bummers right now with that. And it's not only pork prices, it's prices across the board. Shrimp, every time we get shrimp, this week we couldn't even get shrimp. This week we could not get our good Raised Right shrimp, that brand that we buy. We use Raised Right shrimp, Raised Right calamari, Raised Right, Right Choice. Right Choice. It's seafood that has gone through sustainability processes and testing and all this kind of stuff to provide a higher quality seafood, and it's called the Right Choice. It's a label for chefs. Pricey label to begin with, expensive to begin with, but man, oh man, the price just keeps going up. And this week I went to order shrimp for today, and the sales rep said, out of shrimp, no shrimp, not sure when the ETA is. So that was a big bummer for shrimp. So Jamie, we probably should not sell any shrimp in the grocery store. So I know we sold some bags of shrimp last night, and we usually get 40 pounds of shrimp a week. So I still have some in the freezer because we're stocked up. But I only have enough shrimp for probably 2 weeks. So hopefully something will happen, and some shrimp will get delivered to the right shrimp will get delivered. Because we just don't buy any shrimp. Shrimp is one of those seafood items that's very tough to buy a good quality shrimp. Extremely tough. You're going to have to bend the rules somewhere on something, unless you're buying Alaskan spot prawns, which are very pricey, and they're in season now in September, or you buy Maine sweet shrimp, those small little shrimp, which nobody really wants small shrimp. So when you buy shrimp, no matter what it is, there's always something that is going to be a downfall, whether it's farm raised, whether it's wild caught. Yes, wild caught shrimp has lots of detriments, habitat destruction, bycatch issues. So shrimp is one of those things that's almost impossible to buy the best or perfect shrimp. You have to make decisions. We use this Right Choice shrimp. So from Ecuador, that is a super clean product, really great. It's the same shrimp that Eco Fish uses. Eco Fish is the pioneer of sustainable seafood. They sell a lot of their seafood through Whole Foods. They used to do wholesale distribution, but they have a really strict advisory board that goes through all the details of all the seafood they sell. And even if Monterey Bay Aquarium says it's okay, their advisory board has to say it's okay. So it goes above and beyond the advocacy groups out there, because there's things that I disagree with on Monterey Bay Aquarium. There's certain things that I think they should look in depth a bit more. But who knows? I know some of the reasons, but that's another topic. So we use the same sourcing from Ecuador that Ecofish, or it's also called Henry and Lisa's Natural Seafood, which you can find throughout all the Whole Foods. So good morning, everybody tuning in. Hi, Mary. Hi, Billy. Good morning, everybody. Of course, Jamie's on. My notification didn't go out yet to me, so not many people got. I don't think many people got the notification that I'm on live. So well, that's it. I have to get off here in a few minutes anyway. But just pricing of food is insane, and it keeps going up and up and up. And I just saw recently in Australia that the truck drivers were protesting, and they were shutting down delivering things in Australia because of all the mandates coming in. So I heard the truck drivers were kind of shutting down Australia. We don't see much of that on our news, Australia, and all these other things that are happening around the world. Good morning, Cheryl. So, but if that were to happen here in the U.S., we'd be in a lot of trouble. We would be in a lot of trouble. We thought not having toilet paper was bad. That was only the tip of the iceberg. So, and trying to get things like plastic cups right now. Plastic cups are impossible, whether they're eco-friendly, biodegradable, whether they're cheap plastic, whatever. In the restaurant distributing world, it is almost impossible to buy a 10-ounce, 12-ounce, 16-ounce plastic clear cup. I mean, it is insane. There's just nothing out there. I go to the online stores that we usually buy from, our distributors. Every line item is just blank across the board, and it's been like that. And every now and then it'll say something's in stock. You go to order and like, oops, that'll actually be delivered to you on October 15th. It'll ship, hopefully. And that's a month away. So it's crazy what some of the things that are missing. Lamb. I looked at lamb pricing yesterday, and lamb pricing was almost double of what it normally is. Leg of lamb, inexpensive leg of lamb, double the price of what it normally is. So it's unfortunate. And a lot of restaurants, I see them not really raising their prices appropriately or accordingly. And it's tough. It's a tough balance to raise the prices, keep them in line with what consumers are looking for, and keeping your budget balance. I was talking to our boiler inspector yesterday from the insurance company, and he does a ton of restaurants. He goes, Marcus, restaurants your size are the number one restaurants that are getting hurt right now. He goes, it is insane the amount of restaurants that I'm not going to this year that are closed, that are your exact size, family run. And he goes, they just can't survive this. And he goes, at least 20 to 30% of these restaurants that I've inspected in the past are now gone, closed, changing hands, something they couldn't make it. And he goes, it's a shame what's happening. I said, it sure is. So with rising food costs, less labor, it's tough. It's really, really tough. So we've been very fortunate with our labor and our team. Our team has been very, very good to us throughout the pandemic. We've had plenty of staff, which is awesome. So there comes my notification right now that I'm live. So maybe a couple more people will join on. But I've got to get on another phone call here at 9 o'clock, so I got to create a Zoom link for another client, and I do that. So that's it, folks. Everybody have an amazing, amazing day. We are closed today. It's Tuesday and Wednesday. So Tuesday and Wednesday. We're closed. Today's Tuesday. So we are closed today. Closed Wednesday. Back on Thursday. Live jazz in the garden, weather permitting. That's the goal. Weather permitting, we get live jazz in the garden. And anything else I'm missing, Jay? Monday.
Explain how inside-outside works.
Okay, so this is our policy, inside-outside dining. So we seat only outside, weather permitting. You can sit at the bar, or you can sit outside in our back garden. Our back garden has like 15 or 18 tables, depending upon the configurations. There's more tables outside in our back garden than there is inside the restaurant. The reason we're not doing both in and out is because it's too hard for our staff to do the back and the restaurant and the front. That's like 35 tables, right? It's a lot of tables. So what would happen is our kitchen would crumble. Our kitchen's not big enough for that. Our kitchen's big enough to handle the back or inside only. To do both is a far stretch for us. So what would happen is our staff would be running back and forth. We'd have to hire more wait staff to cover all that ground, which would obviously then, of course, our profits go down. The more staff you hire. That's our number one biggest expense in the. in the restaurant industry. That's our biggest expense. We never know how busy we're going to be. But imagine if we turn away 40, 50, 60 people on the weekends. It is insane how many people we turn away. So imagine if we were to pack all 30, 35 tables. The kitchen would be so overwhelmed. The kitchen's not big enough. It's not a manpower issue. It's a size issue. Our kitchen's not big enough to do that many a la carte meals. When we do weddings and stuff like that, it's different because you cook everything ahead of time. So if it's inclement weather outside, raining, cold, then we will do in the dining room and at the bar. But there's always, the reason why we let you at the bar, even if it's outside, is because there's always a bartender. So there's a bartender that can always wait on you, take care of you, and they're not going out of their way and running around the whole restaurant. The staff's not running around the whole restaurant trying to figure out, who needs this, who needs that, and take orders and make sure everybody's okay. So that's the reason. So it's either inside or outside, and it's always at the bar. So when you bars first come, first serve. So when you walk in, it looks like that we're slow, that we have nobody, and we ask you, do you have a reservation tonight? And you're looking around like there's nobody in the place. It's because as soon as you hit the garden, you'll see the garden's packed. So that's the situation with that. There's things that you don't see when you first walk in the door. So it gets confusing to people that have never been there before, because they're asking me if I have a reservation. Nobody's sitting in the dining room. The dining room's empty. Like, why would I need a reservation? So we always make a joke. Well, if you had a reservation, I would just mark your name off. Come with me. But there's a lot of times where we have to say, no, I don't have any room. And they're looking in the dining room. And they're like, but there's 10 tables that nobody's sitting in the dining room. Like, what do you mean you don't have any room? So sometimes people don't understand. Even when you explain it to them, they don't understand. So, all right, that's it, folks. Got to get going on my next phone call. Everybody have a great day. And Monday's a beer dinner. Probably going to do an Oktoberfest theme for beer dinner. So we're going to pull out some Schneiderweisses that are barrel-aged. We'll have an Oktoberfest beer. We'll do some Schneiderweisses, some nice German beers that are aged in Pinot Noir barrels, Chardonnay barrels, stuff like that are really, really cool and expensive and vintage dated. So that's probably the plan for Monday's dinner. So hopefully be able to do some kind of pork dish with it as well. So everybody have a great day, and we'll talk to you later.